Soon after Sarah Catherine Beta was born, she was given the nickname Suki.
We really don't know where Suki came from. Her real name is Sarah Catherine, and I just randomly call my children things, and one day that came out, and it kind of stuck, and so now she's Suki.
As the fourth child for Brian and Marie, they had expectations for how she would develop.
I noticed when she was about 8 or 9 months old that her muscle tone was really low and that she wasn't bearing weight on her feet like my other kids did.
So her mother turned to Children's of Alabama. An early test for Rett syndrome came back negative, but Marie continued to look for answers.
She kept presenting with the same symptoms of children with Rett syndrome, and so I started doing more research and realizing that there was a specific test that you could send off to make sure that to rule out Rett syndrome. And so we went to another neurologist and had that specific test done for Rett syndrome, and that came back positive.
That early diagnosis and intervention therapy have helped Suki improve her abilities, but it's a give and take.
The simple fact that she's able to walk and continuing that ability is a huge step in the right direction. However, Suki used to be able to feed herself and pick up things off a tray, and she's lost that ability. But it's one of those things where you take the good with the bad.
It's been a process as the Betas learn more about Rett syndrome, and they wanted to help others navigate that same journey, as well as work to find a cure. So they created the Suki Foundation.
We have a great opportunity to raise a lot of money. UAB has put 2 matches in place where we can, the first match is $500,000 toward clinical, and the other $500,000 is toward research. So we have a goal of raising $1 million to make that $2 million.
You can help by attending the Raise the Roof for Rett event on October 28th at Haven.
This year, the Suki Foundation's main objective is to reach out to people who have never attended the event before. So if you've already been, make sure you spread the word to your friends. And if you've never attended Raise the Roof for Rett, you're in for a big treat.
It's fun, it's entertaining. There's dancing, there's beverages, there's dinner, there's silent live auctions. It's got a little bit for everybody. So it's one of those events you can show up at the door, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how much fun you're gonna have.
And to throw an event this big, you have to have help.
Corey Watson Law Firm has been our presenting sponsor for at least the last 3 years. Slice and Full Moon Barbecue have been with us since inception. We could not do this event without those sponsors. The ticket prices this year are $65 for an individual and $60 each for a couple.
They also have corporate tables available, and every dollar raised stays right here in Birmingham, where it works toward the end goal.
Well, it makes us really excited. We just really believe that a cure is out there, and we really are just working toward funding research so that a cure is made possible within her lifetime. We want to see her be a normal, typical little girl who can talk and play and walk and use her hands. So, and in the meantime, we'll support families and doctors and teachers along the way.
For CBS 42, I'm Lillian Lalo.